Hello, hello, hello everyone, how are we doing? Welcome to another day of the WardiTV Korean Royale Qualifiers. A few different players today. Solo's back to try and win some money, which we do allow as well. So that's going on, and hopefully you guys are feeling good and ready for some StarCraft 2 and as we get ready to jump into what will be our first match of the day. Riong taking on Yakov in a best of 3 in the round of 8. So we're going to have a round of 8, 2 round of 4s, and a finals, all best of 3, so probably just 4 best of 3s today, unless the timing goes off somehow. It did a little bit yesterday. And otherwise, we will, yeah, so that's the plan, and then we'll probably jump into a little bit of Crank Team League, maybe just one series today from the Crank Team League. I'm not 100% sure just yet, but probably just the one. I'm here for like 3 to 4 hours, preferably more towards 3 than 4. But we'll see how it goes, we'll see what happens, and see how it takes place, as this is the Korean Royale, so everything is played on Korea. As an additional note. And, yeah, we have in the top right, Riong, in the bottom left, Yakov, so he's playing on the Korean server, despite obviously not being from the Korean server. That's the rule that we have for the tournaments this year that are, they're not region-locked, but they're region-based, so the European League, you could play from anywhere in the world, but you had to play on the European server. So with all that said, we're ready for some TVZ. Yakov had a fun start of the day yesterday, but was not quite enough in the end to overcome some aggression that knocked him down. And we'll see where today takes us. Like I say, pretty chill little stream, not going to be super long. But yeah, just chill little stream. I'm going to be off tomorrow. I've got a little appointment I got to get to. And then over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're going to start this tournament up properly. As long as I can get it organized. There may be a world where I actually have to change one of those days or something. So either way, we shall see as we get there. Excuse me, clearing my throat out. As we get our hatch, gas, and pool all coming into place. Just going to get that started. Reaper on the way up. Orbital command will begin to build. So we just get that on the way initially. And looking to see where we're going to go in the first few moments. Let me crack open a drink as well. Just really get this party started. But yeah, just a Reaper on the way. Hatch, gas, and pool. Nothing too crazy to begin with in the first few moments. I had a great... I had a great read today. I was just browsing our StarCraft, you know, the 4 posts that we get in there every day. And one of the top comments on this thread was, I guess someone imitating a WardiCast, and yeah, they were very accurate, I will not lie. That part, all good. I went below, and someone was like, man, this feels like ChatGPT wrote it. And underneath that, upvoted was, well, Wardy does cast like a bit of a bot. And I was like, I mean, I guess so, because, like, I've just scripted myself in what to say during the early game when nothing's going on, and chat is not very active, and sometimes it just be like that. But man, like, I swear if I changed my vocabulary, like, say I pick a whole bunch of different words and start using those, I feel like it's only natural I'd start to use them a bit more if I really made the effort, let's say, right? Because, you know, words come and go as well. I've had some things I've said forever. I've got some things that I get into the, you know, the gist of saying for a while. It's like, am I going to be made to be a bot every time I just start to have, like, little sayings I say? I don't disagree either. Like they weren't wrong. Like, everything that was said was very, much so what I would say. I did also feel like it, I felt like it cut out all the bits in between. Like, they didn't have the quotation marks goes on a rant at Twitch chat about something you read on Reddit today part, you know? Like, that's not the same every time, because the, you know, the Reddit comment's different. Yeah. I just thought that was fun. I was going to bring that up at some point. I figured to bring it up now when it's early and we don't have a lot of people here to fight me about it. I just wanted to say it out loud, you know. I cast like a machine, yeah? It's either a good thing or a bad thing. Weaponized casting. This Reaper is going to go hopping about for a little bit. Evolution Chamber is on the way in. We had some drones, the Overlord and the Queen's on the way. And we just get this going, a good thing. Yeah. I mean, I will stand by forever that sometimes my casting is not the best, but it's really realistic, because, like, I cast a shit ton of games. Like, I cast more games than pretty much anybody else. And I do not think I'd be able to cast as much if I did. I mean, I just don't think it's possible to cast as much as I do and be super interesting and be different on every single game. Especially, they were talking about PvZ, especially a PvZ, where the first 4 minutes is the first 4 minutes of a PvZ, right? Yeah. Crazy business. It's about that brain preservation. You know, you got to preserve your brain and the voice and stuff for the better moments. But you can't just shut off completely. Like it's like being present. It's that part where like you're there because you have to be there for the job, but like you're not really needed for the job just yet. So like I'm just like, you know, I've got the uniform on, aka I'm just saying some things out loud until the game gets exciting. Does that make sense? It's kind of like that. This game is very standard so far. It's going to be seeing the 1-1 upgrade, Stim and Combat Shield all coming through. The Baneling Nest and the Lair on the way up as well. It's just going to bring a lot of this underway, get a lot of that going. And see, again, where we're going to be headed to over the next little bit of time. Get that Bane Nest then coming through. And again, see where we can end up overall here as a few of those Zerglings begin to make a move toward the top side. You're going to see a couple of them going after this Reaper already. A little boppity bop, and the Lings get blasted into the sky. We'll continue to try and chase that Reaper down. I'm just going to get rid of a couple Lings. There's a lot of Banes morph, and I don't mind Yakov being the aggressor. He's playing with the ping, right? And it's not just like ping versus ping. It's like he's got bad ping relative to what we usually play with, and he's playing with bad ping versus like hometown ping, you know? So being the aggressor and kind of mixing things up a little bit like this, I'm all about it. Riong does not have a lot of army supplies. Marines are stood out the front. That's not exactly ideal. Like, he's got Marines here, Marines there. Like, he's not really set to deal with a flood of Ling Bane. I actually think Riong is in a little bit of trouble, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. He did see the Banelings coming through. He's going to try and, target fire them down. I would have preferred if he... Oh, he has some more Marines over here. I was going to say, I would have preferred initially if he'd actually just gone after... Or ran those Marines into the wall off, but maybe because the Marines were over here, he wanted to try and fight, but he didn't even target down any Banelings. The SCVs pulled in here, they just hit mass Banelings all at once and just explode. And behind this, Yakov just begins to drone, melee upgrade, he's already got the Carapace. You know me wrong, Riong was not maybe prepared for this, but I do not think this was well handled either. I actually wonder if Yakov might have had more success if he'd busted into the natural. Because I actually think if he'd busted into the natural, we need to kill the Banelings right now. Oh my goodness, this is getting bad. I think it's going to be okay. I think if he went into the natural immediately, he would have had a lot of Banes. He would have forced these Marines to run over here. The Lings could have then caught them out of position. And he would have had access to this group of Marines in production much sooner. So I actually wonder if maybe the natural was a better place to go. Obviously, that would have cost you more Banelings to break into initially. And there was guaranteed damage on the third base. And maybe this is more than enough anyway. Because let's be realistic, we're coming out of this in a pretty good position as Yakov. So maybe in that case, it's just more than enough anyway. So it doesn't really matter. I actually think this was a scenario where the natural might have just been a little bit of a better target as our medevacs go out over the left side. Lings, we'll get back onto a set of rocks over here. We're seeing the Ling Bane coming through, the extra Banes coming up, and the upgrades coming by as the Marines will take a stim forward. A couple of Crypt Teamers going down, Queens, Lings, and Banes. We'll run through over there as well. The medevacs load up, escaping away for a couple moments. Dropping back down, that Overlord still taking some damage. Overlord will fall. Marines pull back around the left-hand side. Ling Bane will still gather together. What are we going to do next? Lings back onto a set of rocks over here. So again, just opening up this little bit of space, getting a little bit of movement going. Lings heading to the upper right-hand side. We're going to be seeing the Marines are going to stim through. A couple Lings already going down. Banes are going to roll up as we get ourselves a chance to run at this here. The Banes are going to get into this mineral line, a bunch of SCVs falling. It's going to be 18 workers dropping down dead. And it's 18 workers, but it's still costing you quite a few units. The tanks are getting some shots off as well. The Marines will continue to fire. We come back in for the fresh Mule, which does live, and it does repair the CC. That's why the Mule had to drop there. So the base lives. On the other side of the map, we're going to save most of the Marines that are here harassing as well. I don't hate it for Riong. I actually feel like he's just about kept himself alive on this. And like I say, you've given up a lot of units as Yakov. He's playing a very aggressive, I'm going to throw units at you style. Killing the base would have been incredible for Yakov. It puts Bjorn on an all-in attack, and then all you got to do is defend. Now, you have to defend while Riong still has that kind of triple CC aspect going into play. It's going to make this a whole lot more difficult for sure, as the Banes are going to roll back. The Marines are going to get here. They're going to get underneath that Overlord, take that down immediately. Just knock that straight out the way. These units will continue to press forward for the moment. The Ling Bane wanting to roll through for a couple of moments here. Down we go. We've seen the Marines holding out. A couple of Hydras getting turned back around. Marines still trying to step up for a couple moments. Liberators, tank, Marines producing. Zerglings still taking damage. Just gonna have the rest of these Banes coming about as the Queens and the Hydras will continue to come through. Additional Marines are coming over. It's going to be seen. I mean, this is just too much from Riong right now. Yakov cannot get the units together to fight this. The Hydras have not been in good enough numbers. The Baneling count is just not able to connect. Now the Zerglings are running in a handful at a time. It's just not going to get the job done. We see the Marines continuing to just go after the drones, after the Hydras. Tanks firing, and this looks good. As you're going to be seeing Riong able to come through. And honestly, I think should just be able to hold out to a victory here. The Hydra's coming about. A couple Queens going to drop some transfusions. It's going to be seeing the Marines and the tanks still firing. The Hydras and the Lings setting up. Liberator shot or two still coming about as well. The sieges overhead. You can see the hatchery. Going to take some more damage. It's going to go down, so the Broodlings will pop. There's some tanks that want to make their way up right now. Just going to be seeing the Queens dropping a couple of transfusions down. It's a lot of units that are just gathered up, and we are going to just chase on in. A couple of Libs are still firing. The Marines are going to split backwards. You're going to see the defense here from Riong on this front line is going to be absolutely A-OK. And that is going to be Riong taking game one of this best of 3. Alright, we're going to head ourselves into game number 2 as soon as these guys want to host it up for us, and we'll kick off into more StarCraft. Alright, let's jump in to the top left-hand side. I believe Terran is going to be Riong up 1 in this best of 3, taking on Yakov, the red Zerg, in the bottom right corner. Max and the gas coming through. Overlord is going to come and take a little bit of a journey. Oh wow, Overlord coming across. And just going to be seeing the hatch gas and pool coming over. A couple drones coming in. And it's going to be having our orbital coming about. Overlord will get to the top left-hand side. Hatch coming by. As Overlord gets to the top. Overlord going to get the scout, get some information. Just going to be seeing the early game looking regular though. It's just a Reaper on the way. Nothing too crazy there. Terran won? I know. Terran are meant to win right now though. Didn't you hear? This meta is designed for Terrans to win and nobody else. So that kind of makes sense. And hello everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Hope you're doing well. If you are having a good time and you want to help us out early, if you're on the YouTube, there's 60 people on the YouTube. If you all hit that like button, we're probably going to get more likes instantly than we usually would. So yeah, hit that like and sub if you get a chance. Sorry, I got a message from a player, just sorting out how quickly it is. Just making sure the tournament's running smoothly. But yeah, we got a Marine gonna nibble up. Overlord will take some damage. As the factory swaps on over to the reactor, Barrack's gonna move away, and we just have ourselves the command center building in the main base. Gonna go triple CC here, as we have our starport coming up as well. Link speed, Queen, couple OVs all on the way out, so bringing a lot of that through. As the Reaper pulls back over to the left-hand side, obviously Queen gonna keep an eye on things for a couple of moments. And our link speed will finish. A few drones on the way. We just have a couple moments to chill out here on Tidal Citadel. As the Creams will take a grenade, get bopped backwards. A couple of Zerglings will chase through, and they will get rid of the Reaper. As Zergling continues to the top side. And yeah, Banshee, Hellions, and the Marine will continue by. Command Center going to finish up in the main base, triple CC. That was obviously the choice, so nice strong economy play. And wondering if Yakov gets as aggressive as he did last game. Again, Yakov definitely playing with ping, and keep that in mind. I don't want to make it all about ping. I think the guys that are playing on the Korean server are playing pretty well, but there's definitely ping factors, right? That you can't really deny that. But I did think, like, are we playing aggressively in that last game because of the ping, or was it just kind of like he felt like that was a good way to play? Because it's kind of a Yakov thing to do anyway. So I do wonder if there was like a lot of a reason for it, or if it was just like he fancied kind of playing like that on the game. I mean, Hellions get through and do pretty well on the drones, right? I mean, they stay alive a very long time. We got some Zerglings initially. There wasn't a lot of Lings out, so we get 6 drones here as we just run through a couple of Hellions. 2 go down, and that's honestly very good. 2 Hellions with 6 drones, a bunch of the drones running around for a while. And behind this, we're going Hyperflight Rotors, which is going to be that Banshee speed, which is becoming a more and more common way to play. This does not necessarily have to be mech, although the gases on the natural suggest it probably will be mech. That's kind of weird, no? The gases, like, overlap? I've never noticed that. Is that the case on... It's kind of the case on both sides. I never really noticed that. Am I crazy? Like, maybe I just don't pay attention to gases very often, but, like, they're so close together. I guess I'll ping someone about that. Well, little Banshee gonna speed off down the left-hand side. We'll see if he makes any more. You can continue to, if you're playing the mech, but he might just be had with 2 and moving into the other things. Two Banshees down the bottom. We'll see how Hellions coming over. Overall, keeping an eye on things. The double armory coming up. SCVs coming by. We have 2 more factories on. It's going to be 5 factories in total. As again, melee upgrades, Baneling speed coming through. Actually, get rid of... Sorry, I lost track of the Banshees. They got a bunch of kills. My apologies. Did they kill a Queen as well? No, just the Ling and a bunch more drones. So they actually do get going. As clearly my brain's not good at focusing on what was just about to happen today. It's okay. We're warming up. Start of the day, guys. Start of the day. A couple Lings going to keep on nibbling at those rocks, and we do see the Banshees once again making an escape up to the left-hand side. The Hellions going to get rid of a couple more Creep Teamers. I've noticed that I'm going to start every other gas in the game. I feel like I would have noticed, like, gases overlapping before, and I've casted this map a fair amount now. It's so weird that, like, now is the time I notice it. I mean, to be fair, like, yeah, but, you know, it's a reason I've had to look at the gases, but maybe I've just not had a reason to look at the gases on this map. I find that surprising more than anything, I guess. The most of them that they actually overlap is a few SCVs will go down. Obviously, we're currently building melee and missile upgrades. Already got Carapace. Infestation Pit drops immediately from Yakov as well as he gets ready to figure out how he's going to play against this mech force. Currently just chasing a few Zerglings around, getting some damage on those and helping to push them back to the center for the moment. Hey, what's up, Yaku? How you doing? Thank you so much for the 18-month resub on the Prime. Super appreciate you. Thank you so much for priming us up and keeping the Prime subs going. Like I say, appreciate it. Thank you big time. We're currently having this battle, in case anyone is feeling generous or has a Prime sub available. We're currently battling with the 600 sub number. We keep going like 2 above 600, then we go 2 below 600, and it's just this back and forth. So if you're out there sat on a Prime, you want to make use of it and want to give it to us and allow us to make StarCraft 2 content out of it, you consider priming us up, guys. We appreciate it big time. Just a reminder, you can click that button and support StarCraft 2 for free if you've got the Prime available. Nice catch on these morphing banelings. That will go absolutely nowhere. And the Lingbane Hydra will finish off these few rocks over here. More open spaces, generally good for Zerg. You see, why don't, you know, when people say I cast like a bot, why don't people ever, like, use the things that are actually, like, informational that I feel like I say all the time, like that, you know? That's very bot-like. I repeat it every time there's a Zerg killing rocks, but, you know. It's important to the matchup, so we're not going to criticize that. Bane Hydra coming back through as the Hellion Cyclone. It's actually having a pretty good time playing back and forth here. A couple of the Lings and the Hydra on the left side will not do much on their own, and we're giving up chasing on the right side. So just needs to get everything collected together, calm down. We do morph in a chunk of additional Banelings right now, as the Hellions and the Cyclones will again come forward, get rid of some creep spread. Siege tanks coming about, plus 2 vehicle weapons and plating on the way in. And again, that Command Cinder about to finish up on the natural as well. Hive is on the way from Yakov in the main base. And still just, every time I look at Riong's production tab, I just see 2 more factories, 2 more factories, now 3 more factories. I mean, no surprise, that's just his infrastructure coming online, but yeah. Obviously, absolutely committed to this mech play, and so far having a good time with it. So he's controlling very well. He's gotten rid of a lot of the creep spreads, so the creep is not kind of crazy far out on the map, so that's very good. It gives him a lot more mobility on the map because you're not being threatened by the creep and by kind of like being swarmed every time you try and move forward with those units. So yeah, doing a good job of maintaining control. Going to swing from the left side to the right side with the Hellion Cyclone that's on the map as well, and again just try to see if we can do a little extra over here as we take a little bit of a dive into this high ground. Baneling goes down. The couple Hydra's going to be in some trouble. Cyclone's going to get after and kill off a Queen already. And just pull back a little further here as the Lurker Den is on the way through. The Lings and the Infest are still coming up. Some more Lings are going to threaten to go the other direction. And Lurker Den is halfway finished already. More Zerglings out the left-hand side as we have, again, Lings and Festa all coming through. Everything just coming online right here. We run straight into the tanks on the other side, so that's going to go absolutely nowhere. So that's an easy shutdown as well, as the Hydra Bane playing still together on the right. Take a chance, knock down some more rocks. We're going to be maxed out here as Yakov. He's going to get a maxed out fight. He is teching as well. The Lurker's on the way. The Vipers are coming online. I think he added an Infestor as well, so he's got a bit of everything, which is not bad. Fungal against the Cyclones, very nice. I honestly just, you know, abducting the Cyclones can work as well, though it's not mass Cyclone. Obviously, I would imagine we're going to use these Vipers primarily for blending clouds, especially towards siege tank lines, trying to block up some of those tank visions and just make it that much more difficult for these tanks to realistically get out and do anything here. As the Hellbat and a couple of Banshees will take the center watchtower just for the moment, and we come on through the army. Going over to that right-hand side, hatchery setting up, a few Zerglings coming around. I'm going to get a bunch of those into the upper right as we do begin to move across. These 2 Hellbats, hello? Oh my god, we have... Oh, okay, I was going to say, Riong, don't reveal the new technology of flying Hellbats. Hoverboard bats are, yeah, I mean, Zergs are complaining enough already. Imagine we tell them we've got hoverboard bats, man. Like, it's not going to end well for you. As, the Hellbats did stop putting the bat in the Hellbat and get back to walking. Now our 20 SCV is going down the counterattack. Big push over here, though. We've got to be able to deal with this army as Yakov, and I do fear that's going to be the problem. Great counterattack, great damage done. We're down 30 army supply after the first wave of this, and your reproduction is 30 Lings. Like, that ain't going to make your life a whole lot better. Lurkers on the way. I don't even know how much I love the Lurkers, because let's be real. Lurkers getting into reach of tanks is going to be tough when these tanks are pre-sieged. You know, it's the same idea as when you play kind of Roach Hydra into Lurker against Bio, which is... It's just so difficult to be good with it because you're kind of forcing tanks from your opponents, so the tank count is super high from the very get-go. Hellbat's hitting this hatchery. The Lurkers will burrow up, take some steps forward. A few Zerglings coming around. Hellbats continue to get going. The Vikings after the Vipers. Here we go, charging through the Hydras. A lot of unsieged tanks, to be fair, as the Lurkers will get a good forward position. The Hydras try and surge forward. A couple of Hellbats trying to get to the front. Good blinding clouds. Now the rest of the tanks will siege right far on the back. We don't have a lunge on those just yet, but that's a great blinding cloud. One tank on the watchtower taking a bit of damage as well. Do we actually clean this up as Riong? He is trying to. These few Cyclones locking on. That one tank on the right side did a lot of work as well. That tank on the top survived too. Oh, gonna play the dodge the Lurker shot game, but he fails. Gonna have to put another credit in to try that one again as... Oh, the Banshees show up! I mean, that works too. And they kill the Infestor in the back. A couple of lingering Lurkers maybe could have been targeted here, but they do not get targeted for now. And the game settles at Riong's favor as the supply is in his favor. Obviously, the Zerg is just a 4-base Zerg trying to get up to a 5th base. Like, this is the 5th hatchery right now, but that's obviously not going to last too long. At least I didn't expect it to. Maybe it will actually get to live. If it does live, then it's going to be a continued target because it's A in the center and it's B already super low. So unless you got a bunch of Queen Transfusions ready to play heal up, it's not going to be a very happy ending for you at all. As the Hellbats get through there, they play clean up. Tanks come back over. The Lings and the Hydras continue to dart across to the other side of the map. We'll be seeing the +3 vehicle weapons, +3 vehicle plating coming through also. And yeah, Vikings, tanks, Cyclones going to make their way around the right side, get rid of some more of the creep spread at the moment. Viking will get cleaned up, the rest of this army settling down as we knock down a couple more creep tumors still. Big push, Ling Hydra Lurker going to go over to the far left-hand side. Sorry, bad observing, just yeeted the camera off to the side of the screen. It's going to be kind of tough to pick a fight, right? I mean, we're only not getting blown to pieces here because these tanks are hitting the rocks, so gives you a little bit of a jump start on this. I mean, there's a planetary fortress there, you know, surrounded by tanks as well. It feels very difficult to imagine this is really going to end well, as the Liberator is now on the way up too. It's not really a great answer to Libs. Yakov's not really have the kind of game where you can just be already prepped with the Spire and ability to build Corruptors, so he's kind of just in trouble. As okay, we show with a lot more stuff. Maybe this is the shove forward that we need. Tank shots initially going to be very good against a lot of the Lurkers. Hydra's starting to go down. If the Hydras go down, the problem is that then the Lurkers are going to really struggle to run through onto this. But for the moment, it's kind of working out. That's why the Liberators are nice. Going to be a bit more of a stationary defense. We just killed all the Hydras, so yeah, I really think we're going to probably be good. We actually managed to scan and miss. That's incredible. The two Lurkers on the top were not in reach of the Liberator, and then on the two Lurkers on the bottom were not in reach of the scan. So a couple of circles missing for the Terran player. Man, I just suddenly realized how much of Terran gameplay revolves around the circle. They say the greatest invention was the wheel, and the Terran's greatest invention was the circle. It's like, if we didn't have a circle, what would we have, right? Like, no Liberators, no Tank Siege, no Sense Tower. Oh my god. Terrans are so reliant on the circle. Who knew? Does any other race rely on a specific shape like that? I don't think so. Well, I guess Zerg rely on the shape of everywhere. Just trying to be anywhere and everywhere that they can be. It's, yeah, Riong's trying to push forward. I mean, a little awkward because this fight's happening before he's really set to fight, which is kind of the right idea from Yakov. If Yakov had more units, this is the sort of fight that goes very wrong for the mech player, and you wonder, well, how the hell am I meant to do anything with mech? But because Yakov doesn't have enough stuff and has been kind of miserable this entire time, it's not quite going like that, as the Hellblats over here have a fantastic time playing cleanup. On the left-hand side, some Hellions getting through for even more drones. The damage continues to the point of saying GG. Riong 2, Yakov 0. Riong into the semi-finals of the day. Does he have an opponent? He does. Creator versus Riong. Going to be coming up next. So we're going to get into some TVP with Creator and Riong. I'll get that ready to go, guys. And, this off. A square scan would be weird, would it? Why? Because you're used to scans being circular, no? That's what I mean. Or maybe it's just you can't exist. You can't make that exist, right? Like, maybe it just can't exist, hence the circle is super important. Man, circles are so important. Who knew? Terran players putting the circle in the circle-shaped hole since 2010. Right, let's run some ads. We'll get ready for Riong Creator and get ready to kick this off. Let's start. Otherwise, Percival and Shameless are apparently still playing. Solar and Rex are currently fighting each other out in some ZVZ. So that is ongoing currently. Perfect. Some TVP, like I said, coming up next to a semi-final qualifying matchup. Alright, we should be good to resume in a few. Do, 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 do. Yeah, as soon as they're done videoing, we'll get that one underway, guys. Do, 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 do. I'm just hopping along. How's everyone feeling? Everyone's week going well? It's the middle of the week, guys. It's Wednesday. Great day. A great day. Let's just wait for Riong and Creator to get us underway. Hopefully. So I won in fantasy. I did win in fantasy, yeah. Miracles happen, huh? Freaking Beowulf's team. I mean, it might have been close if he actually swapped his quarterback. I can't remember what our score was in the end. How close was it? If he'd actually swapped his quarterback to Brissett, he would have won. Like if he just changed for like swapped the Cardinals quarterbacks over, but I'll take it. I will take it. I mean, Beal's having a terrible season anyway. It would have been so bad for me if I lost to Beowulf. Not because I didn't deserve to. Like his team is actually better, I think, but like I would have been in a lot more trouble. But yeah, I kind of have a week off now because I'm playing Dave Tester, and unless it goes horribly, horribly wrong for me, then that should be kind of fine. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So yeah, hoping to not have a disaster. So yeah, it's kind of nice because I might actually end up 6-5, and I mean honestly, the league is so close. No, it's super close this year. Like this, everyone is still viable to kind of advance still, I think, apart from a couple. What game? Going about fantasy, NFL fantasy. We have a StarCraft league. Usually, just before NFL season starts up every year, I end up sending out a tweet looking for a couple more players to fill people who are dipping out. I think next year maybe we'll be more active and try and yeah, maybe next year we'll be a bit more active and we can try and actually set up one specifically for the Wardy stream. If we set up one specifically for the stream, and then we have the StarCrafty one as well, which I usually only have a couple spaces for, because I feel like we've been talking and a lot of people have been interested, so maybe we can be a bit more proactive next year and get it going, no down. Oh yeah. Barracks coming about, Gateway coming through, Probe and the SCV coming on in as well as we take a few moments. CC coming down, the Orbital and the Reaper just coming through. Cybercore and the Nexus on the way. Simulator and the Pylon coming about for the moment. It's going to be having our Probe turning back the other direction. Qualifying matchup, but I'll be real as usual, guys. The qualifiers are usually just a little bit of a formality, and in this case, you know, there's some prize money up for grabs. Riong, Creator, whoever loses here is very likely going to get an invite unless something super crazy happens. So, yeah. Qualifying matchup, but obviously, like I say, the actuality is that we're probably going to see both these in the main event if they both want to play, which I presume they do because they're in the qualifier. I was kind of lining up the players that we'd be inviting today, so we'll be getting on that. I guess tomorrow, I'm kind of worried that our first day is meant to be on, like, Saturday, and I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to get people organized, but we'll make do. Maybe we can change Saturday if we need to as well. So we can swap things around if it helps us. I message people tonight. We can see where we're at. To be honest, we can see where we're at. Sure, we'll get something sorted out. Reaper on a journey, starport coming through. We got the blink and the warp gate coming about. Gateway going down at the front as well. Just gonna get that on the roll. Stalker will fire a shot. Reaper takes some damage. Gate and Robo Facility continuing behind that Reaper. Still moving around a little bit. Adept is gonna try and chase over for a little while. And again, we have the medevac and a couple of Marines continue to come through. Wouldn't mind producing SCVs on the way. Just have that Reaper down in the bottom right corner. Is going to continue across for the moment, so not really a lot going on, to be honest, guys. Pretty chilled out experience for the first few minutes of this TVP, but yeah, I mean, with Blink finishing soon, we'll obviously have a bit more action likely from Creator. He is going up to that third gateway, so there is some Blink pressure available to us, and then outside of that, Riong just, I mean, that's why it's been kind of, I say, inactive, just we haven't really seen Riong's medevac yet, but it is on its way across, so maybe this will give us our first bit of action. And actually, because it's coming across now, I mean, there's 2 stalkers in the main, 2 stalkers already going to the other side of the map. Medevac sets up, the Reaper Hellion out to the side. Bang for one set of probes, and then bang for a stalker as well. Being hit, the medevac just escaping away. Just gonna see the medevac escaping out of there. So 4 probes go down. So yeah, third nexus coming up into place as well. Just gonna get that straight away. The medevac continuing to go across for now. And yeah, Marines tank stem. Continuing through, going to grab ourselves a little cheeky observer there as well. It's going to be a nice little grab. And again, charge coming up, couple of probes, the Nexus and the Forge all coming online as well. Just for now, a few stalkers are still making their way across here. Not really too aggressive though. All said and done, we're just kind of chilling for whatever the next stage of this game might hold. Stim combat, the +1 all coming over, so bringing that through. Just having the, again, +1 on the charge coming up as well. Medevac around that right-hand side. Is going to go down the right, so escaping away for a couple of moments. And yeah, +1 on charge still coming up as well, as let's have our gates continuing to build also. So get those gates up. Again, Stim combat and +1 all coming in. Medevac is going to take a boost. Heading down to the bottom. Hey, Ducklins, what's up? Welcome everyone from the Ducklins stream. Hope you guys are doing well. So a few Marines are going to unload here, get after a couple of probes, and get a kill. This is the Korean Royale Qualifier. Hope you guys are having a good time. Welcome to the action. This is a semi-final qualifying match between Riong and Creator Best of 3 style. A little bit of bio stepping through, a couple tank shots getting off as well as the bio continues to go. Wood mines coming over, medevac setting. We do have the prism on the right hand side ready to make a move up in toward the main base. That's going to make a move in that direction for the moment. The rest of the bio gathering in the center still. We have the auto turret coming down. That's where some of the probes are going down to. See how well the prism does, but the units are here pretty quickly, so it's just going to be a lift and relocate. Come back another time as the prism, and maybe we can have a little bit more success than what we just found on this one. Let's do attack on the Robo Bay. Continuing by a little bit of the bio joining up. Just going to be seeing the tanks joining in. The medevacs are there. And Orbital Command going to come dropping into place. A couple of mines stepping over also. Take a few moments, and we do have the army going down on the bottom side now. So pushing across, Widow Mines, Marine, Marauder, Tank, Medevac coming through at the moment. Zealot Stalker going to gather. Make our move over. The Bio going to chase up. Well, Stalker's going to take some damage. We're going to see a couple of force fields coming down. Woodermine's going to go off, bang, bang, onto a couple of Zealots straight away. The Immortal getting shot at as well. Taking a little bit more damage here. Extended Thermal Lance coming out. Hallucination going to actually absorb a tank shot, which is a nice little play. Isn't enough for Creators. Honestly, looks like Riong has a bit too much to me. Colossus, Immortal goes down. What went wrong, Creator? Holy. I mean, that is certainly a way for this game. I'm going to say end. I mean, maybe it doesn't end right here, but I feel like it should. 50 army supply lead. I was just wondering, sometimes the Zealots warp in and the game doesn't quite end, but it's like all you have is like 10 Zealots. So, yeah, that was Riong on fire. How about that? And that was just showing up and delivering a punch. So, Creator taking a loss in game 1, as we will continue through. And we'll be going into this game 2 in a couple of moments. So, game 2 of Riong Creator. We'll go from there. See what happens next. Is this live or replay? It is live. Cool. Let's take off into game 2 in just a second. Yeah, best thing to do with the stream is always presume it's live, because it's more often live than it is a replay, and if it's a replay, then it'll be in the stream title, it'll be in the bracket command, etc. Usually. Get our Young ready and up, and we can kick off into game 2. On the bottom right hand side, we're going to have ourselves a blue Protoss who's down a game. It's going to be Creator taking on the red Terran. Top left hand side, Riong. Game 2 of our best of 3. Good morning, good night, and good afternoon on the YouTube channel. People from everywhere. Love to see it. Good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping by. Joining some SC2 with us today, like I said, for a shorter stream. Finally coming about, Gateway and the probes in production, so we're just going to get that on the go. Take a few moments here. What's up, Fly Yakin? How you doing? Thank you for the 31-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it. Riong is opening with the block on the natural, and that's not seen by a probe. So we are going to have that engineering bay coming up comfortably for the moment, get that underway, and then the SCV jumps off of it, as we have, yeah, just now the realization, and then you're going to have to go to a third base location, most likely in this scenario. Probe decides to go over to that left-hand side. Trying to see the Nexus. Probably keeps the engineering bay for now. Instant cancel. I only say it because sometimes, very rarely, you can you'll see the pros be like, oh cool, the engineering bay is gone, let me cancel the Nexus and rebuild it. But the pro SCV does block for a little bit longer as well. Okay, depth, the Nexus coming through, about halfway done. The factory going to be finishing, barracks on the way. We get the reactor building. This is going to be seeing the FCV coming across, just gonna get settled up to the top. Adept moving over. And yeah, just gonna continue upwards for a couple of moments. Yeah, Stargate halfway done. Next is about to finish. Adept and the Warp Gate all coming in. And again, those couple of Hellions coming through as well. Two Hellions and that Marine together will hit the Adept, so getting some good damage done. The Adept low, Adept dead. Very nicely done. Just going to see that barracks swapped over to the reactor. And now we have ourselves second racks already set to go. Only going to build Marines though, so not going to rush into a tech lab. So that does suggest kind of a bit of a push here with Marine tank. So I imagine that's going to be our plan for now as our Hellions come on down to the south for the moment. Hellions get in, but there's a battery, so it's going to be tough to get too many kills. The Oracle activates. Does use some Oracle engine. Obviously, you confirm that this is a Stargate opener as well, so you get a bunch more of that. Oracle and the Adept coming back through. Let's yeah, a couple of Marines coming up. Viking the tank coming in. Gateways in the Warp Gate building as well. Marines in the tank just still settling as the Void Ray will produce. Bring that online. The Oracle's still poking about trying to get some information. We still have, I mean, we still just have an add-on barracks, right? And as long as that doesn't have an add-on on it, it just screams aggression. Because what else are we going to do with the barracks that doesn't have an add-on than just crank Marines? And why would you not be building an add-on unless you just want to send it, basically? So, see a Void Ray building from Creators. He tries to prep himself a little bit of defense here. Marine tank heading down the bottom. Batteries, pylons coming up. Void Ray still on the way over. As our warpins will continue, so a couple of units being brought into play already. Big army coming around that left-hand side. Viking's going to be quick to get onto the Phoenix initially. Some damage done there. The Adepts are going to shade forward. Tanks are going to be set up. Marines as well, doing quite a bit of damage. Tank going to get lifted already by that Phoenix as the first Void goes down. I mean, the tank being kept pretty healthy. The Vikings are going to be good against that Void Ray, and honestly, this is seeming problematic. We do still have battery energy. This fight was obviously away from these batteries for a long time. But there are 3 tanks left over. Can we overwhelm these tanks? Because we're building Adepts, I really don't think so. You know, it's not like we have Blink Stalkers and just blink on top of them. Adepts don't kill tanks super quickly. So even if you shade on top, it's going to be an issue, right? As Prismatic Alignment pops, so we will probably get rid of this first siege tank nicely. That Void Ray is going to die, so never mind. There's not going to be damage output on that tank. Riong, 2-0 Creator and looking great as he takes this one and advances into the finals just like that. And just like that, we're going to go into Solo versus Percival for our second qualifying match. Riong qualifies, and we'll play the finals for some prize money if he wishes in a little bit. Alright, let's, we can go. Just Solo Percival, I don't know if they're ready or not, but trying to figure this out. Find them to a party, speed the process up. Get this ready to go. Lovely. They weren't even vetoed. All good. Get this going and kick this into play. And get this TVZ ready to go. There's going to be ley lines. Alright, so let's immediately saying go. Swap into the player slot, get him ready to party. This underway, and we are ready. Perfect. Second semi-final, just like that, on the way, guys. So we kick this off. So into this TVZ time, as we have in the bottom left-hand side, the blue Terran. Percival, can he take on Solar, the red Zerg in the top right? Percival will be qualified because Solar's already qualified, so this is basically just for prize money. So Percival will be receiving a guaranteed invite from here. Couple barracks are coming up, so Percival's getting aggressive with the proxy down the right side to start us off. It's going to kick that into action, so a couple of barracks coming through already, get that into place. Triple racks even, so super aggro out of Percival. He just wants to try and get a quick little gimme in this game one. Don't blame him, Solo is an absolute beast lately, has been playing so well. I don't blame Percival for trying to get a quick advantage on this one, as you can see our barracks coming through, a couple of racks coming up then, Marine on the way. Marines just coming about as we just have ourselves the, again, orbital couple of Marines coming over for the moment. Capturing the gas and the pool coming about, and we are ready for the two SCVs to reveal themselves, so Solo will see this right now. SCVs, do you have the money to place a bunker? We will have money for a second bunker soon if we want it, but we are also trying to keep up 3 Marines at a time. Solar instantly goes roach roaring as well, so he's just going to say, cool, maybe doesn't even care too much about defending the natural. It's about being able to break out of this and get onto the map ASAP once that this, first bit of aggression has concluded, essentially. Actually cancels that bunker and is going to reposition it. I don't hate it, because honestly, I don't think he needs that bunker right now, and he's going to get away with this, so yeah, he's actually going to reposition the bunker in a better place to kind of catch units as they come down the ramp, give them a bit less mobility. I'm going to see the Marines going to have to go over and make sure that is protected, though, and they do just that. As now the Queen taking a bunch of damage. Okay, Queen's coming down this ramp. What if these Queens, maybe canceling the bunker was a mistake. I like that. Puts the healthier STV onto the bunker, too. Okay, we're going to be good. We are going to get that up. Well controlled by Percival thus far, as this hatchery will continue to take some damage now. Marines pulling back, jumping back into that bunker. More Marines still showing up as well. Overlord pops out. We're going to try and chase that down. The Queen's trying to step down there also. First Roach spawns and just dies instantly, so the Marine's able to get 1 kill already. The Ravagers are coming up. Obviously get some Biles to help break out of here. I like our camping of this, and I like Solar's decision to cancel the Roaches. Yeah, that lava is useful, but what's the point of building those Roaches if they just get stuck? This is why having the bunker over here was kind of worse, because then maybe the Roach could have spawned, ran around, and maybe you can't kind of, defend this location, and those Roaches get to join up. And now Solar will start the biling process to knock this bunker down, as he adds on more Ravagers, more Roaches, keeping his link speed on the way. And we actually see concussive shells and Mass Marauder going to start being made by Percival as he preps to deal with this Roach breakout. Still trying to break their way through here onto the bunker. We see the Stimpack and the Marauder still coming about. The Bio will gather. Again, Ling's Ravager and the Ling speed coming through as we just have the Bio gathering up. We have a few more Biles coming down again. Bunker about half HP now. Extra Ravager morphing in. At this point, we should have enough to one-shot the bunker down, but it's taking a long time, and Percival behind this, committed to the one base. He's actually very close to getting Stim done, which would be crazy. If you get Stim out of this, that's amazing. If you buy yourself that much time, that would be great. Solo really needs, he could get rid of that bunker if he just hits all the piles at once, but he's struggling to get the Ravagers down. That's why the bunker being here is so good. This ramp is becoming a problem for Solo. Now he just goes down. There's the piles. And we are going to take this out. And now we're going to start fighting. Stim not done just yet. So a lot of Lings as well, which can try and back it up. I think the Lings alone are going to be good to kind of catch this. And the Ravager damage output is going to be very good too. And Percival just can't fight that amount of units. One base of Zerg overwhelms a 3-Rax play. And yeah, Solo just super patient, just knowing he could get away with kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. Nicely done. Alright, waiting for game number 2, which is going to be on Ruby Rock. Get it started. If I drop the lobby link in on them, just like... There's like no one here anyway, though. GG's, readies, get ready to go. Alrighty. Alright. In the bottom right-hand side, our blue Terran player is going to be Percival down a game. I feel like that was a nice attempt, but let's see what happens. Alright, so no proxying this time around, as we just have the hatch and the gas and the pool coming up, the Reaper and the Orbital coming in, adding on a command center, and the depot building up on the high ground as well, just getting a little bit of all that on the go for the moment. The Reaper popping shortly, the Overlord coming across, a couple Queens, couple Lings, all gathering through. Yeah, just gonna have the factory on the way by. CC's about halfway done. That's the Reaper coming about, Queen coming through. Okay, a couple CCs coming over, link speed coming by, a couple of drones are coming in. It's going to be the Queen stopping by, the few Lings coming about. Again, the commands in the reactor, building for the moment. Just going to see the Lings and the Queen going to gather up, and we can do here. The commands in the building, a couple Hellions on the way, link speed producing. Continue to settle down on this one for the moment now. Thanks to building a couple of queens on the way. We got the drone, the Overlord coming about as well. It's going to be having a couple of Hellions in the command center building by. The 2 Hellions in the Reaper want to get through, and Erling going to already take some damage. So a few shots coming about. You see a couple of drones going down as well. So a few drones starting to drop. Erling stepping over. So yeah, a few drones going down right now. I'm just going to be having the Hellions, the Orbital. Continue to come in for the moment. 1-1 upgrades coming by as we speak. We've got 4 more drones in production, and just going to see the couple of Hellions getting chased out that right side. Forward command coming up, the Hellions still stepping through. And yeah, we get the Lair, the Lings, the Overlords coming up as well. To take a little bit of time to get underway. The Marines will try and go after the Overlord here. We'll take that down already. A couple of barracks is going to make this 3 racks in total. There's already triple CC, and Percival sets to play this out very comfortably for the moment. Orbital will land down at the low ground already, put that in position. And now the Hellions taking the chance to step over the left side. Queens are going to shoot. We have 1-1 upgrades and that Stimpack coming about. Starpod armory coming through, extra barracks coming in. We have the Evo Chambers, Rotor, and the drones all building. We have the Hellions get turned away down the bottom side, just going to get pushed out of there for the moment. Again, 1-1 upgrades, Stimpack, etc. coming through at the Starport and Armory. Building as well. Those Hellions get back over to the right, and yeah, Armory and Starport going to be finishing up shortly. Just going to have the 1-1 missile upgrades coming online. Get that all underway. Roach Speed will start also, just going to kick that off. So Overseer of Solar makes its way down to the bottom of the map. Obviously, Percival playing a more regular game, but you gotta be a bit afraid because Solar's been so good lately. He has been very consistent. So let's see those couple of Hellions pulling across over this direction for a second. And yeah, a few more Roaches still producing through. We're going to have that 1-1 upgrades on the way. The Roach Speed coming about. The Queen's going to take the chance to step over to that right-hand side. Shots. And like I say, those Hellions going to go back the other way for a little bit. We still got the Medivacs, Marines, and T2 upgrades, and the Combat Shield coming. We'll see what this first little shove can do with this drop coming down. Solo playing the Roaches, so it should be pretty sturdy. As obviously this is Hellbats as well, but this is also just, you know, late enough in the game. It's not like a Hellbat timing. We already have 2-2 on the way. This is just making Hellbats because you have Hellions and you have an Armory. Gonna lose the first Queen pretty quickly, actually, and the second Queen gets a Transfusion, but that doesn't really help. We kill the Queens and decide that that's enough for us for now, and we move back. Healing's in position, going to catch. The Medivacs take some damage. The Roach is still stepping through. A couple of the Marines still taking some extra hits right there, so a couple more shots coming by. Roaches, Ravages, and the Queen coming up as well. And it's going to be seeing the T2 upgrades and the Combat Shield coming by as well. Another scan coming now, keeping an eye on things here. These Marines taking a chance to stem in toward a few of the Roaches, trying to get some damage done there as well, as the Marines do decide they're just going to lift off, pull away down that right-hand side. A lot of Roach Ravager, man. We are just committing on the 3-base economy. Roach Ravager shove. That seems to be the plan right here. That seems to be what we're going for. As a couple of corrosive vials pop up, Marines will be going down. As you see, I mean, this is a problem because the Natural's already exposed here, so we're going to have access towards the reinforcements. It's a lot of Marines, but there's just not really anything to support the Marines, right? SCV is going down to plenty. Corrosive Vials forcing you to run into the Roach Ravager, which means that you are basically allowing all the Roach Ravager consistently be able to fight. Widow Mine's going to get viled as well. We do eat that one, but we're going to kill that off anyway. So we take one shot. I think this is fine. It looks as though Solo's going to get it done. Have enough. We'll take this one home. More Widow Mine shots. It's going to be seeing the I'm trying to fight back a little bit now. I mean, maybe the reinforcement's not good enough here for Sola to keep this going, but I mean, 36 SCVs, the army advantage, it seems pretty clear. The advantage the Terran does have is super fast upgrades. The 2-2 being done is nice. Saves that siege tank as it spawns, which gives you an opportunity to keep going. Factory will go down, however, and obviously the Widow Mines have not exactly been a major help overall. Tanks would have been a much better scenario as well. Biles, gonna get rid of the mine. Just gonna be seeing the Roach Ravager still trying to fight, spreading out again. Gonna get back onto the rest of the bio once more. At this point, I don't think Solo has any reason to really slow it down. I mean, you may as well keep fighting here. The Terran is clearly running out of stuff sooner rather than later. I don't hate him, just reinforcing and keeping pushing. Maybe with the tank being out of reach, it's a little bit more difficult to justify committing to, right? Again, 2-2 comes about, infestation pit coming up, hatchery building on the top side. A little bit of bio going to step over and gets a Morphin Ravager at least, so hey, we get something out of this little move. Solo is just on his way to everything he'll need to close this game out. Baneling Nest, Hive, melee upgrades, still got 2-2 missile upgrades on the way as well. Again, really hard to identify anything that's going to go against Solo on this one. Is the tank keeps you safe as Percival, honestly, like that's about it, really. He's still building Widow Mines off the first factory, which I just think is egregious at this stage. I mean, maybe now it's better because you're going to have Zerglings on the way to deal with, but like, I feel like the fact we were building mines for so long at all against this Roach army was pretty damning in the first place. There's a reason we've ended up in a rough position here, realistically. Fire coming over. You can see the Ling Ravager going to be there. The Medivacs get chased away. We're just going to see the Ling Ravager continue coming through. Going to knock down those rocks. Just going to be seeing another scan coming down. The Medivac's going to go boosting. 3 upgrades coming about with the drilling claws as well. We do have our Vipers and the Ultras Cavern as well coming into place. We're just going to wait it out, basically. So he's going to play the safe game, which is, hey, I'm going to get... I don't know if he needs to necessarily get Ultras. And he's maxed out right now. An attack right here could probably get it done, so... He's just going to jump. I mean, first a little bit of bio out the front here. Going to get caught pretty quickly. I'll see the rest of the bio coming through. A couple of mines are going to burrow up, and we are going to see the Marines coming over as well. A couple of Zerglings still getting turned around the other direction. Final glance halfway done, +2 melee on the evolution chamber. Lings want to try and seep through into the mineral line for some SCVs. The factory going to get jumped on also. Just going to finish up that factory, or at least try to. A couple of SCVs still in trouble. We're pushing at the front. Roach Ravager pushing through. Corrosive Vials available. GG's. Solo going to take game number 2 and move to the finals for some prize money opportunity against Riong. Alright, so we're going to get into Riong Solar, and that's going to be the end of our qualifier once we do Riong Solar. Like I say, Percival will qualify for playing against someone already qualified. In the semi-finals. Party. Alrighty. Persephone, 10,000 feet. Torches vetoed so far. White Rabbit. Shadow Citadel. Ley lines, Ruby Rock, and Tokamak. Gonna be ley lines, map 1. Ruby Rock 2 and Tokamak 3. Beautiful. I thought I was bugged out, but we managed to host in the end, so we'll get this started soon, guys. Riong just needs a moment, and we can go. Beautiful. Alright, Ring is ready, so now we're just waiting for Solo to ready. We can kick this off. Alrighty, TVZ. We get going on ley lines. Let's kick this off into some action, guys. Alrighty. On the top right hand side, our blue Terran player is going to be Riong from Vitality. Can he take down Solo? Cheeky little best of 3 final for some prize money today in this qualifier. Solo's just been claiming all of our qualified prize money lately. Well, he actually lost yesterday, I guess, but so let's see what ASDVT is going to give us as we get this underway. It's 8:21 I love YouTube today. Is just every now and then someone joins the stream, sees everyone's been talking about what time it is, and like, oh, it's 8:21 a.m. here. Need a coffee. I love it though. It's always fun to see when I haven't done it in a while, but it's always fun to hear where everyone's watching from, and you know, again, appreciating just how worldwide the audience is, which is, like I say, always a little crazy to me how far spread everyone can turn out to be sometimes. Thanks for coming about. I'm just going to see a couple queens coming through. We get our factory and the command center on the way in. Maybe having the Reaper from Riong heading to the bottom left-hand side. It's 22 minutes past midnight for you, watching from Australia, 2:22 p.m. That's what I mean, man. People everywhere. 7:22 a.m. in Arkansas, 11:23 p.m. in Australia. Crazy. I was surprised how many people watch from Australia, actually. I always think it's yeah, I mean, I guess I stream at a good time for Australia, right? But like, I always, like I say, find it a bit, I don't know. I guess I just didn't think many people watch from Australia, but like, people are always watching from Australia. Like, not to say you guys have forgotten about, just unexpectedly well represented, you know? It goes down, not ideal. Behind's coming through, the Queen's on the way. A couple drones are producing as we get ourselves into this. I do wonder what Riong feels like is his best approach to kind of give himself a shot at this. I don't really think he's going to have much. What do I want to say? I don't think Riong is actually going to have too much. He's an underdog, but I'm interested in then what his style of play is going to be. Like, is he just going to try and 8 racks, or is he going to try and do something a little different? I see the couple Hellions coming to bed. The Queen's going to be there. We'll be seeing a couple Hellions and the Banshee going to come across, so we are going to see 2 Hellions one way, Banshee the other. And obviously, there's already Hellions on the map. On upgrades and Stimpack building through. We do have our Lamb, we do have our Baneling Nest all building. And like I said, we'll see what the Banshee can do shortly. As that Banshee has not been too invested into, it has been quick to the bio after. Hellions are going to defend it against well. This Banshee is cloakless, it is speedless. Just going to ping on the hatchery and then step away, I'd imagine. Doesn't really feel like it wants to stick around in this case. And it does exactly that, backing away from there. From now, as a couple of barracks continue through, 1-1 upgrades and the Stim on the way over. The Hellions still gathering up in the center. A few Hellions just take that chance to, again, poke up to the high ground, gather up on that third base, get ready to go. Hi from Australia, it's 11:22. My brain's not working today, actually. Like, I feel like I've been warming up the whole time, but, like, we're in the finals now. It's 12:24 for you in Melbourne. You're watching before you go to bed. It's a nice thing to fall asleep to you. Hell yeah. No, I appreciate it. This is why I cast like a bot, guys. I can't get too excited. People get woken up and hyped up before they, before they go to bed. It's my response next time someone claims boring. I'm just like, it's for the Australians. It's for the Australians. Australia represent. Let them fall to sleep. The upgrades and the Baneling speed will come through, so we just get those upgrades on the way out. Helling Bane building across, the 1-1 upgrades and the combat shield producing from Riong, and that obviously gives us a good opportunity to kind of set up here. We'll see if flying through is going to go down. Hellions pulling back. Let's just see. Yeah, the Helling Bane moving about, Infestation Pit coming over. Alley upgrades coming by. And I will say the creep spread from Solar Stone look very good. Already passing the halfway mark on some places of the map. Really good creep up towards upcoming bases as well. Marine stepping through. Creep tumors and the Ling is going to come about with that and try and push forward. Guess I'll catch the Lings. The Bane's crashing in. Going to see a few units pulling back. It's a lot of Marines producing, so we're going to have a lot of barracks. I mean, we're basically waiting for the push here from Riong and seeing whether Solar will be able to deal with that or not. A Banshee flying away a couple of times, Ling's taking some shots, the Ling Bane gathering to the 12 o'clock currently, as we just have the hive halfway done. Two teams going down, the Marines load back into the medevacs. Shoving up. Push is getting going. Marines are getting going to that bottom side. Gonna have the GG upgrades and the adrenal glands coming up. Hatchery gonna start being under fire. It's gonna be the test to see if Soul has enough. Honestly, I love these queens. A bit of a slow flank, but it is gonna absorb a lot of tank shots initially. Banes pretty stacked up as they roll in. The attack on the left side comes in as well, man. Soul has what feels like way too much. Riong already lifting up and backing away, but he's kind of committed to the he is kind of committed to the 3 bases, right? So he kind of just has to set up and go again. His army supply is still okay, but Mulling Bane gathering back around. Just going to be seeing the Marines getting forward. The Banelings continue to come about. The Greater will siege up. Gather. I mean, we might lose this base, but I think that's absolutely fine for Solo to lose 1 base in the grand scheme of this. He's got 2-2 finishing soon. He's got adrenal glands on the way. Hydras are going to be better upgraded if we get some of those out. There's a lot of Lings still, man. It just feels like there's so many units to run in with. Can't run into this army with just the Lings, though. Need the units from the other side if necessary. He's going to roll. Oh, blind clown on one of the tanks. Way too much Zerg, man. Like, the supply for the Terran still looks good, but it's not in fighting units right now. It can't be. The medevacs have to retreat away. I mean, maybe we have reinforcements from Riong that have just not made it across the map. No 4th base in the way, so it's super important he wins basically off the back of this as Solar adds on Hydras. His army quality really does improve, and as his army quality improves, he's going to get into a much better space here. Marines coming across. The Liberators are going to be there. The tanks pushing forward as well. Take the chance to settle down. We do have a lot of Ling Bane working to the upper left-hand side as well, so going straight across here. The Bio pushing through, Marine tank, and a couple of Liberators going to siege up as well. All of that coming underway. The Libs continue to siege, and we continue to shove forward. Here we go, Ling Bane Hydra coming across, and we're just going to run straight through. Tanks sieging. As this army just runs out. I mean, it feels like Sola's been ready to overwhelm him multiple times over. I was actually surprised when Sola was on such bad army supply after the last one, but again, his army quality is just improving, and that's a big factor as well. Man is on his way up to Lurk as well, getting attacked right now. So yeah, kind of tells you all you need to know. Two medevacs escape out to the right. A lot of SCVs going to escape up top. 3-3, concussive shells, Marine Marauder, Liberator, all coming by. I get those lurkers still building through as the army settles in the center. Ling Bane still gathering up. Runs that right side. Ling Bane wants the chance to try and jump on a few units there. Doesn't really get too much done. A few Marines showing up. Gonna run down the bottom. A couple of Banes gonna get there. Hydra's really good to help push things away. And still got the 3-3 upgrades coming on by, so that's gonna finish soon from Riong. But again, this 4th base is a main relocated, so it is gonna keep your economy going, but it's not a boost to the economy like a 4th base would typically be. And his solo is now maxed out. You know, all attack is really online for him. Feeling good. It's just looking very, very decent here as we have the Sizing Spines finishing very shortly. Again, 3 upgrades coming about. Just going to see the couple libs coming over. And you get those go. We're actually going to run in on this right-hand side now, so Ling is going to run straight into this. Hydra's going to go lurching forward a little bit as well, see what else they can do. We've got 11 SCVs, so we got a little bit out of this fight. I wouldn't say it was the craziest of engagements that we've had. Oh, losing SCVs still up to the top side. Thought we were done with that, but a few more Banes still connecting. I think like a bunch more SCVs went down. We now lost 25 in that fight. Really feels like Riong is just running out of options of what he can possibly do here to make this any better for himself. Banes are going to cancel. It's going to be seeing the Ling Bane Hydra coming through. A couple tanks will siege/unsiege. Liberator is going to come about. Extra libs are coming over. It's going to be seeing the extra libs. Continue to settle down. The few Banes morph, but realistically, this is just about finding the fight from all angles. Try and make this as difficult as possible. The biggest issue might just be the Liberators, which there's not a massive answer to. The Queens go down. There's the Hydras, but actually it's a lot of Liberation zones. We're getting there. We're gonna clean out most of these. Ling Bane obviously dealt with the ground army. Riong's not gonna win the game with a couple of libs left over, even if there were. Solar takes game 1. Game 1 for Solar. Alright, game 2 coming up. Get ready to dive into game number 2 of this best of 3 as soon as Riong comes out of the replay. Ruby Rock our map. Alright, as soon as players are ready, we can go. Let's dive into the bottom right side. Is going to be Blue Terran down a game. Riong trying to bring it back. And the top left, our red Zerg is Solar. First, just in case of any cheesiness, so we're just going to set that up initially. Still going to finish. Hatch on the way. It's going to be seeing our barracks coming online as we take a couple of moments. And yeah, 6 Lings on the way out. Reaper in the orbital. Coming by. SCV going to come over. So see our CC coming up. Few Lings on the way about. Trying not to sound bot-like, but I guess we'll see what these Lings do. I'm gonna go. This is the Reaper heads one way. The Lings are gonna come into the natural, so a little unfortunate as we go after the SCV. Plus he's going down. So a couple of SCVs is going to fall. Just going to see the Link Speed and the Queen coming about. Drones coming through as well. Just going to be seeing our command centers in the factory coming about right here. So in the end we lose a couple of SCVs. The Lings obviously off the pool first may as well make themselves useful. By the time this Reaper comes across the map, there are Queens out to play defense as well. Got that starport coming about. Foundry on the way up. Seeing our Link Speed building as well as our drones produce hatchery building. Got our third hatch on the way through for the moment. As yeah, orbital command, starport. Coming by for now. Let's just have some of the Overlord chilling out overhead. This Marine gonna nibble at some rocks down here. Make our way through those, knock that down. Reaper still showing up on the other side of the map. So I can see a little cancel on the extractor. Nothing really still that crazy overall, to be honest. We're moving around, still just seeing the Hellions joining up as well. I'm across with those at the moment here, as we have the Banshee Hellions Marine coming on through. And Lings and the Queen coming about. The additional drones are on the way out. Just having the Queen still gathering on the natural. Marine is going to hit the Overlord and get some damage done, so Ovi already taking a few shots here. Going to take a few more shots as the other Marine shows up and that Overlord's health is depleting. Bye-bye, and I'll see you later. Overlord is down. Hyperfly Rotor is building on the starport. Just getting that Hyperfly Rotor's up. The Banshee and the Hellions come through. A couple of Hellions step over the right-hand side as well. We just have our Lair and Rocheron continue to build. The drones and the Queen coming up. And yeah, Extractor and a couple of Spores continuing by as we speak. Got those Hellions again back down the bottom side. The Queen stepping back through. Then just got Banshee. Hyperfly Rotor is the choice from Riong. And 2 gases because he's just going to mech it up in game 2, which I'm not really too surprised about. He's going to get in, and a couple of dronies going down. We do have again Banshee and a couple more Hellions coming over. Seeing the Overlord speed. Is producing, the last still on the way. Extra drones producing, factory building. And a little bit of setting up on that as the Zerg steps over. Hellions will shoot. Queen's coming by, Hellions coming back. I think it's still looking around. Sorry, it's the Banshees that get in. They get a couple of drones already as well. Coming straight through for the moment. So we have the units heading back down the bottom side. Let's see a couple of roaches fighting. We actually have a drop load of Queens coming in. So early aggression here out of Solar is a little awkward because we're kind of missing the ability to knock down the wall first. SCV's going to move through. The Hellbats coming from the other direction. These Banshees need to be very careful, by the way. SCV's going to pull over and try and play repair. There's a lot of Lings, and to be fair, like, they don't love running into the Hellbats, but there's enough that I actually think we're overwhelming. And I think Solar's just going to knock this down, take this down, and look good and cozy as we push through. And yeah, 21 workers killed is pretty much telling us the majority of the tale we need to know right now. Into that SCVs, the T-Bow's going down. I mean, hey, the Queens will drop back out of the Overlord there and go after the Banshees for a moment or two, which are continually being repaired. Feels like another game where Scylla's just going to do a lot, and you can see already the follow-up is just Infestation Pit, Roach Speed, some of the futuristic things which were not really part of the initial plan, but now are definitely going to become part of the plan as we continue to move through this. One vehicle weapons coming by, just going to be seeing a couple of Banshees overhead on the natural. Queen's going to hit the orbital command, so orbital taking some damage, Viking the tank. Williams coming over. As Zerglin gets picked up. Tanks and the SCVs step forward. Just going to see the Roach Ravage. Going to take the chance to go after the rocks here as well, so we're just opening up more space. The main thing right now from Sol is you're keeping the Terran off the third base, limiting his economy. It is mech, so it's pretty powerful. It's pretty sturdy defensively, but then the Swarm Hosts are on the way, which honestly might just be a really good way to take advantage of a start that's been a bit all over defensively, obviously from Riong. Oh my god, we actually Queen dropped to kill the Banshee. So sick. Solar so good. Very fun to watch him play as, yeah, Macfield coming up, 1-1 vehicle weapons and plating coming through as well. 14 Swarm Hosts in production, Ravagers on the way through. A couple of Overlords continue to build up as well. As these Queens just going to drop off over on that right-hand side. That's this Roach Ravager setting up. The Swarm Host still coming. I mean, honestly, I think the Swarm Host are going to be too much for Riong to deal with. Doesn't have Blue Flame yet. Lost a lot early on. I like the Banshee getting rid of some of the crew spread here, which is neat. I'm not sure if that's going to save you from, like I say, the massive wave of Locusts. There are indeed going to be, Hellbats to help us with this. See how this goes. Let's see where the Locusts land. Let's see how the Hellbats do protecting, even without the Blue Flame. Roach Ravager ready attacking as well. There are some stacked up tanks, by the way. Triple Bile right there. I don't know if he got the triple. He did, but he didn't actually have all three initially. He was hitting all three, he just didn't have all the Biles at once at first. Roach Ravager coming back over. Scan coming down. Infernal Pre-Igniter coming about. Just gonna see the Macfield coming through too. Couple more Ravager bars going to go down. Siege tanks getting hit. Just going to be seeing the Hellbats in the front there. Locusts are going to pop up as we are going to go launching themselves in towards these tanks, and that is going to be G. Solar wins the $50. All right. My friends, I was going to do some crank replays today, but I'm not really. My head's not quite in the cast today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move crank replays to Saturday and move the first day of the Korean Royale back, because we're probably moving the Korean Royale playoffs as well. And then just probably make everything run a little bit more smoothly overall. And then we can just finish all of the Crank League on Saturday. And we'll have like 4 series to do on Saturday, because we've done those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think we maybe do that. Because I've been enjoying the Crank games, and I would hate to kind of cast half-heartedly, and I feel like I'm not there today. I feel like I'm not quite there today. So, yeah, I think we're just going to call it a short one. It's been a long time since I did a stream this short, but I'm just going to call it a short one. I'm going to go and chill out. I'm not here tomorrow as well, so it's a good day to kind of just take an easy one and then have a couple of days and then come back full force for the weekend. OSC King of the Hill on Friday, and Saturday and Sunday is probably going to be Crank League into Korean Royale. Maybe if I can't fix it, we'll do Korean Royale both days and we'll figure out Crank League elsewhere, but I think that's the current plan of action. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Good night, Australia. Yes. Night, Australia. If you were watching on YouTube, take a second to hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate it. It helps a bunch. We are nearly at 47,000 YouTube subscribers. Hurrah! The countdown to that big 1,000 has been coming for a while. We had 46,931. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube, head on over there. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else for me to really say. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like I said, just an early wrap up from me, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys not tomorrow, but on Friday, and I'll be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just have an appointment tomorrow, so it doesn't. It's like 3 p.m. as well, so it's like literally like slap bang in the middle of when I would stream. So yeah, I think we'll just be back on Friday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday is also Monday's a double Monday Cup, by the way, guys. Double Monday Cup because we got Twitch front page on Monday. So on Monday, you're gonna get 2 back-to-back Monday Cups. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is. So that'll be happening on Monday as well. So we've got basically, I think we're streaming every day apart from Thursdays for the foreseeable future. Yeah, basically for the next, I'm looking at my schedule. So we come back on Friday, and then we basically have, yeah, we have most days are filled in the rest of this month, and heading into December we're going to be busy too. So lots of StarCraft coming up. Just going to take a short day when I can. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll host someone up, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for me dip out early. See you guys later. Bye. Set of ads, guys. Once the ads have played, we'll obviously host someone up.